Hello, welcome back to Stardew Valley. I've done that thing where I've updated everything and hope I haven't broken one of my mods, because not all of them needed updating, but Smappy did. So we'll see. Oh, it's fine, you can sweat. Don't mind. So general, just updating everything. Housekeeping. Though this is going to be... nice money back. Way past caring by the time this video gets released, but Graveyard Keeper, which is a game I enjoyed playing in the past, is free to own right now. So if you like Stardew Valley, but you just thought, oh my, you could do with more zombies, death, and corpses, go get Graveyard Keeper. It's free. And also, even more amusingly, they are releasing a new game. And it's meant to be coming out this year. So it's definitely going to be on the to-do list. And when it does come out, I'll probably record some videos on it. Because it tickled a spot with me. Not last night, I was having a conversation with my friend about one of my favourite sort of genre of game would be a city builder first-person style game where you have to collect the resources yourself to build up your city to make your little guys happy. But the only similar things I have found, then again, I maybe haven't looked hard enough, tend to all be survival horror style games. I want survival horror. I don't mind enemies. I play Minecraft. I play Stardew. I don't mind having to fight stuff. In fact, I'd like a little bit of fighting stuff. Wild animals, maybe. But the second you turn around and be like, survival horror, that means you're not here for me to fight stuff. You're here for me to have a heart attack. And that's just not what I want to be doing. Going to the beach, gonna get more. Oh yeah, I did want to check, whilst I'm thinking about it, last week, cash flow. Okay, so far I've spent 40,000, but I've also gained 90, and so my net at the moment is not too bad. I really need to increase profits even more. Like this week was fantastic with the honey from Ginger, which makes me honestly considering just totally getting rid of the farm plots, because I don't do much of the farm plots, and build an almost complete Star Spangled Banner honey farm. And even better news, I was meant to start recording about an hour ago, but I had my usual procrastination, which is fine. People are allowed to procrastinate. You do what you need to do to survive. And then my delivery order for my new steampunk dress came in, and my god, she be pretty. I have a general rule when it comes to shopping online that I won't buy stuff from. I'm just gonna buy an entire stack. It's fine. We make good money. We'll make more good money if I have more coal. Yeah, I have a general thing online. I won't buy fast fashion, and from places like Shein, however you pronounce it. I pronounce it Shein, because I never knew how to pronounce it, and when you read a word, that's how you... Yeah, anyway, that's how I learned how to pronounce most words. Read it first, and for me it's Shein. Anyway, I won't order intentionally from those types of parties, because I don't need to. And quite frankly, their clothes or whatever do not survive that long. But when it comes to steampunk, more often... excuse me, sorry. More often than not, I will find myself buying from them. not because, oh, that's just how I want to waste my money. It more falls into the category of, I'm looking for really specific things and I don't want to be spending many hundreds of quid on something I'm only going to wear. Oops, wrong chest. Wear a couple of times a year. So that is the only time I'll buy from them. So yes, my dress is from Shein. Yes, I feel bad about it, but she is really pretty, to be fair. It's one of their dresses where they've actually put quality in it. It's kind of cool. It's not the highest fiber count material. It is a polyester type thing, but it's a slightly shiny polyester, so it's not as... It doesn't look as cheap as it could be. It's not like that really shiny... Did I say it was a shiny polyester? I didn't mean that, but... Silky was the one I was meant to say. So, but without the full shine, it's very matte. And she'd be pretty. She will be... Oh, she's mine. She will be part of my wardrobe. Buy a couple more of those. What do I have right now? Oh, not much. But yeah, so I was sat here not planning to get dressed today. Be in my pajamas, and then she comes in, and I'm like going, I need to try her on. So I'm vaguely confused because it was meant to be more than one delivery items. Picked up a couple of accessories. But all in that ballpark. Oh, my husband's gone here. He's left the children alone again. But for the most part, I would never say... I've never been one of those people who would have that entire wardrobe ordered online. Those types of sellers. My older sister's got caught out a couple of times with Dress Lily because they just lie on how they make their clothes. And she brought some things that would have been really cute if they weren't just completely stretchy polyester, and you can tell it's just the normal stretchy polyester daydream. But also, I myself haven't brought... Well, it's kind of a lie now, but for the longest time I hadn't brought clothes in like the last 10 years. I'm not one of these people who has to have a new outfit. My general day-to-day life is wearing the same 6 vest tops. Well, actually I have more than that because people do buy me vest tops, but I wear vest tops all year round. I have like 2 jumpers that I didn't buy. I have... What else do I have? I've been wearing the same style of trousers since I was a kid because I don't really like denim. So, I don't own joggers. I have a handful of shorts I wear all the time because up until this point, I'll be in my bed and I didn't need to be wearing full clothes whilst in bed, so wearing shorts was the nice happy medium where I didn't have to keep putting clothes back on and off because that was tedious. Though, last couple of years, there's a shop in my local town, or one of my local towns should I say, it's a couple nearby, called Jailhouse Frock. Now you can now search that and find out, narrow down where I live. I don't care, but yeah. So, that looks weird. What was I saying? Yeah. And they brought in more vintage style clothing. So, and I buy from them. And I say probably twice a year, I'll buy 2 new bits of clothing from them. Because I am so bloomin' comfy in a cute vintage-esque swing dress and a petticoat. I am so happy the lass who opened the shop did, because she's opened up so many more options for me for clothing. Because I don't really like what everybody else is wearing. And not many people around here are wearing the clothes that, well, we are, because else she wouldn't be in business, but not many people are wearing that particular style. And I just get compliments all the time. So I don't go out that much, but when I do, I always have at least one person come up to me and be like, "Oh my god, your dress is so cute," or "I love what you're wearing." I've even had elder gentlemen say that they like my dress. Though he might have been a bit drunk when he told me, but it's fine, I still counts. I went to the opticians last weekend because I needed... My eye test was due up and I've been having issues with my vision. So yay, I'm getting new glasses. Don't know when they're coming. And the tech girl, she saw my dress and she was just like, "Oh my god, that is so cute." So that was fun. I say I have two that I switch between at the moment. Also, I've got a pencil skirt. Now, I'm not as comfortable in the pencil skirt, but it's just a nice other option to have. But for the most part, I'm spending decent amount of money on decent style of clothing. Though I did just wash them for the first time ever, so not like they've been washed before. I've just, let's say, not confident with our washing machine, and I'm very spoiled. My mum would normally do the clothes because she does the family load, and as the family has got smaller with people moving out, there's not much point separating and being like, "Here, you have to watch your 4 pieces of clothing." Because during the week, I probably only get through about 4 or 5 bits of big clothing, and I'd call vest tops and shorts big, and then obviously all my smalls. And it'll just be a waste of time for her, demanding I do my own thing. Fairy seed, not star spangled, whatever. What I want to do though is if I put her there, she'll start growing. They'll all be beehives. I wish you could make bridges so you could make your own crossing points. But there. So yeah, for me, say clothing isn't that important for me. It never has been. I've never been one of these on-trend girlies. It's same as like makeup. I don't wear a lot of it. I probably put makeup on 3 times a year. And that's just for conventions and when I know I'm going to get my photo taken. For the most part, I don't care, but also I'm very lucky I don't tend to get many breakouts. Anyway, I'm hormonal. So it's not the... Ah, I should have checked key whilst I was there. Never mind. It's never a big deal. Me and my issues goes. Which is just a long way of saying, and this is why on the occasion when I'm looking for something really specific, I will buy from Shein. Also, there's the whole... I don't even know what sites are safe anymore or trusted. And I don't want to be playing Russian roulette with clothing items that are possibly gonna cost way over 50 to 60 quid if I don't know what it's gonna look like. Which, oddly enough, is quite a big risk I found looking online. Because not everyone has their review page set up so you can add photos, so you're just relying on one review that be like, "This is good," and you're hoping they're genuine, they're not lying, they're not a false account that's just said that to make it. And it's one of the reasons I never truly believe when you've got 50 replies and they all be like, "Oh my god, it's amazing." One of you's lying. I mean, it could just be amazing, but one of you is definitely lying. So at least I know when I order from these other sites that, once again, I only do it on the occasion, and I prefer not to. I know all the pros and cons of using it. I know I'm a bad person for using it because I am putting money into an industry that doesn't care about the consumer or the workers. You know? Like, I fully well accept and know that they are not paying their people the correct amounts of monies. And then they're making them make stuff which is subpar at best. And I shouldn't. But when you're looking for stuff that's very specific like I am, it's hard to find stuff. I like to point out Shein is the only one I use. I don't use Temu, ever have. When I was young and dumb I used Wish a bit, but once again that's still sort of in the realms of I kind of know I'm not getting quality, and nor did I expect it. But sometimes you're just looking for some of the randomest knickknacks ever, and that's where you find them. Shiza. Well, I guess I need to go get another ancient fruit plant. I say, I do hope it all evens out. You're right, once again, my crest dress is cute. She wasn't too badly priced. I mean, to be fair, she genuinely wasn't. 20 quid for a dress. That's not even too bad on just normal dress standards. I don't think. I might be wrong. So I don't buy clothes very often, and when I do, they're quite pricey. But in theory, they should last long. Oh, gonna run out of stuff again. That's fine, I'll leave that alone for a little bit. We'll move away from the topic of clothes now, because I'm sure any guy in the audience and half the girls as well are just bored about listening to me, and the rest of you are judging me for even mentioning that I buy from Shein. I'd like to point out the last time I bought from Shein, just to end it, was roughly this time last year, because I needed a new corset. Amazon was disappointing, which honestly half the stuff you buy from Amazon you're buying from the same places that you're getting it from Shein, Runway and all that, so that's my whole it's hard to know exactly where to trust. And the more boutique-y places that I tried looking, because I figured I don't mind spending good money on a good corset, did not have anything appropriate for what I wanted. Do I have a mystery hat? Cute. Once again, I think the mystery clothes should just randomly change into things. Something else steampunky because they just had more of what interested me. But yeah, so is that. Okay, new topic. New topic. Need to think of something new to talk about. Turned out my older sister replaying Stardew Valley. Now this is the one that Excel sheets for days. We went out the other day because she was kind enough to drive me to my optician's appointment, and she was mentioning, oh yeah, I've been playing Stardew Valley. I use this thing called Gunther's Library, and I'm going, I'm pretty sure I told you about Gunther's Library, because I know I've told someone about Gunther's Library. And Gunther's is great because it has... I'm sure anyone playing the game is using it, so I don't know why I'm adding it again. But if you're not using it, use it. It's free. Keep me track of everything. I'm going, yeah, it's really nice. And she's going, yeah. And I'm still keeping track of everything on my Excel documents. She was telling me how she has an Excel documents to keep track of her monster kills. And every time she slays a monster in the mine, she goes over and adds to it. And I'm there going, you have problems. That's what the rest of us do. Guess. But yeah, it was just amusing. But on positive with the library app, she doesn't have to keep track of as much as she was doing. So, you know. If you weren't using it yet, the Excel girly, who's obsessed with Excel and making documents, is using it. So, use it. Promise it won't break your heart. Okay, it might break your heart, but promise it won't break your wallet. Unless you haven't got Stardew Valley yet, just use the app and be like, oh my god, this is so cute. And say they've updated it and it's getting even better. Is that it for all the trees I can get my hands on? Might soon have to do some sacrificial cutting because I'm not sure if I can access them. Well, that's a small amount of wood. So I can build another set of beehives. But yeah, good times all around. Oh, it got hit by things. It's going to produce coal for a couple of days. Nice. I mentioned last time my leg was killing me and I woke up and it was still killing me, so I've had to put a... Because I'm recording this, so I recorded last night. So I'm still home alone, guys. I don't know why, it's just so... During the day, it's so much more manageable than being at night on your own. I mentioned that my leg was absolutely killing me, and I don't know if it's the fact I've not got it propped up as much as I used to. So we are testing that today. But also I've just realised the computer chair I've been set on has been basically at its lowest setting, so I've now raised it up. So now I don't feel like a very small child on a keyboard that's higher, so my posture is better. No, posture people will be so proud of me right now. And to be fair, the second I raised it and leant back, my back was just like, yes, that's exactly what it's meant to be like. Which is nice. Okay, fibre is what I'm missing out on. I put 27, so I could buy another 9, which is fine. That's... Forget that you need the exact amounts now. Yeah. So that's the update with Stardew. And Gunpers, my older sister's even using it, so if you're playing Stardew and you haven't using it, or you're thinking about Stardew and haven't started using it, use it. But the more amusing thing about the conversation was she was explaining all the mods she plays with. She plays with Stardew Valley Extended. Because I was explaining to her the whole issue of me running out of iron and coal all the time and trying to now come up with ways to farm it better. And she hasn't got to Ginger Island. And I was explaining the whole, well, I got this deconstructor friend and now I'm deconstructing the spinners because I can make a ton load of iron quite cheaply that way. A ton load of iron, done quite cheaply. And she's like going, oh my god, I haven't got some ginger, it doesn't really matter. And go, yeah, well, if you do set that up, and then you have, obviously, then I got another one that connects to the automate mod, so I can just automate everything. And she's there going, I haven't even got the automate mod. And they go, well, where? What do you mean you haven't got the automate mod? We grew up on the automate mod. And she went, I didn't really think about it. Then again, she's playing a bit more chill than I am. I am not being chill about this. Okay, if I go back to Ginger, I'll do another cave dive tomorrow. Probably check the calendar, because I know there's some events coming up. Summer. Okay, the Lau's not until Thursday, so that's fine. Oh, cute. They've added the doctor appointments and also when's the last day to plant stuff. Is it raining again? Is it green rain? No, it's just normal rain. Tomorrow we'll be gathering the beach for the annual, so it's Lau tomorrow, so I'll have to remember to grab something tasty. Talk about grabbing something tasty. If I go mining, I'll just take those. Oh, it's raining both places. And hopefully, with the Lao, I'll be able to finish off a couple of friendship points, which will be nice. Okay, that's that side finished. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's not trap myself in there. Okay, that should be that done. I'll be getting so much wild honey from. Actually, probably should connect that to the bottom so the wild honey will go somewhere. Find 100 of each red, orange, yellow, green, blue, and purple items. I don't think how would I do that? I'm going to accept it out of curiosity more than actually I think I'm going to achieve it. So I don't necessarily have to find stuff specially. So a galaxy soul, I need 3 of them, which will be 40, 80, 120. And how much will this get me? Was that 35 quest? 60 something, so that'll get me to 100. How do I know what classes is what? Was sashimi class as red? Because red I could do really easily. But 100, so that would be... That'd get rid of my red really quick. Yeah, I'll go mining. And then when I get back to the island, I'm going to have a look, back to my farm, I'll have a look to see what I could do, and if I think it's possible. I was talking about my bad knee, and I completely forgot. Basically, it just comes down to, I have a hot water bottle on my leg, even though it's kind of warm, to just try and lessen the pain, and it's vaguely working. But the issue is, every time I get up and start moving around again, I go from, oh, it's not so bad, to, wait, is the door just there? Feels like a trap. Am I going to miss out on something if I just use it? Apparently not. Though even with my bum leg, I hope to finish reorganising my bedroom. So I've got a bookshelf. It's currently on my left. I want it floating on my right. Which probably sounds kind of insane. But also I need to make sure it will be able to support itself. But my idea being is then I can hook something on it. And I can then set up a slight curtain for the sole purpose of the sun not glaring onto the back of my screen. Because currently my window, I have a window behind me and a window next to me. And it's okay today because it's relatively overcast, but we're heading into summer, which means it's not going to stay overcast. Right. Just realised I didn't bother getting a boon. Oh my god, guys, look. Oh, it's just the one, but like, I think I needed 2. Yeah, so, and then I can have a curtain behind me. I can also bring all my craft supplies, because one of the things that stops me from playing with them is the fact they're all kept downstairs and out of reach. And I'm very much the type of person that, if it's out of sight, is out of mind. Then I could kind of do with an extension on my table. So in fact, my desk used to be my dad's. But then he got himself one that can convert into a standing desk because he can't sit down for long periods of time. Because he's as knackered as I am. Or I'm as knackered as he is. So he instead gave the desk to my older sister because she needed a proper desk to set up her computer upstairs. Which was fine, it's perfect. But it was too big for a bedroom because it was like twice the length it is now. So he made it smaller. And now I'm sat here going, I kind of wish I had the full length of the desk, like it would have been perfect. But my brain's sort of thinking, maybe I need to make a additional wall. And then I remember I'm not planning to live here for the rest of my life. So maybe I should just be happy with what I've got. Which is a lot more than what I did have, so I really shouldn't complain. Hello, dwarf. One day I will have enough. Though I am strongly considering buying a new computer chair. Say this one is not that comfy. But then again, I don't really want a bigger one. And I feel like if I went to go get a new one, it'd end up being bigger. Well, I don't think it's going to be, guys. Well, at least for one dragon's tooth close to the goal. Get something pointless from a chest. Oh, 3 golden coconuts. Not too pointless then. Oh, monkeys. That's fine. Just use my rare and thing warp because I'm too lazy and I want to be back on the farm. So that's 8. Let's go see what the wizard wants. Buildings. And it's the island. I need 10, so I need 2 more. But hey, close to the goal. I don't really seem to make green slime eggs, and I don't really contribute much. I have 100 blue items, but do I really want to go down that route? I could have done that. That would have been even better.